I'm Mona Ghadiri, in case you didn't know. I'm here to say congratulations to the PMBA Class 2017. I'm so thankful to have been chosen to speak, and I'm immensely thankful to my support system that has got me here today. Special shout out to everybody who made today happen, all of the support staff, admins, everybody. Thank you guys so much for everything that you've done. This is truly it's a really exciting day. So today I want to talk about questions and answers, because questions and answers are beautiful. They teach us about others, but most importantly, they teach us about ourselves, both by the questions we ask and the answers we give. My first job out of college, I was a writer. I had a lot of questions, starting with, what does it mean to be a writer? Is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? Obviously, I turned to the internet. During one particular Googling frenzy, I found Dear Sugar, a blog series that self-describes as offering radical empathy and advice for the lost, lonely, and heartsick. Dear Sugar's answers helped me realize that I'm not the only one who's trying to figure this all out, and really, trying to figure it out never really goes away. That realization has given me courage at several points in my life, including to start what I thought would become my magnum opus. You see, 6 years ago, I started collecting advice. I asked one question, and I recorded all the answers in a Google Doc. The question was, if you could give one piece of advice to someone like me, what would you say? Why? The question project started when I was a writer, but it helped me jump to mechanical engineering. It helped me apply for my MBA. It helped me make a second career jump while I was in my MBA program to cybersecurity, and it helped me write this speech. See, I really wanted to tell you guys something super profound. I went back to my notes, both pre and during my MBA, and I asked myself, what do all of the answers I've collected mean? Unfortunately, I'm not sure. Sometimes the answer is I don't know. When I first started asking, I was really hoping that I'd find somebody who would hack the system, who had figured it all out, and if I just asked enough people, there would be an answer. But in all seriousness, there isn't one thing. I don't have one piece of advice that's earth-shattering, but I have learned a lot from you all, and I learned something else. Sometimes the most important thing you can tell someone is you're on the right track. So on that note, I'm going to try, and hopefully I'm on the right track. I did find a couple of things that I wanted to pull out from my Google Doc and align well with the things that have made it successful here. So we're going to do a case study. Sorry, I know you thought you were done with those. But the three things from my Google Doc are curiosity, resiliency, and kindness. I think the first thing we have to do is look at the culture we built. And I think it's very clear each of these values have played out in our program. Being curious has helped us ask questions. I think it was our 4th leadership in teens class when we talked about relationship building to gain trust as well as get information. Do you guys remember what the key was? It was asking questions, because being genuinely curious is essential to the mission. Being resilient has helped us keep asking, even if the first question or answer that doesn't get us where we want to be. I've certainly taken a page from our class council on this one. Thanks, guys. Thank you to all who have contributed to help us get break snacks, very important. But in all seriousness, so many of you have pushed for us to have more opportunities within the College of Business, and I really want to thank you for your resiliency. Kindness tells us we can't just be question askers or question answerers. We must be as willing to give as we are to receive. Kindness also tells us to keep looking for the helpers and to always be kind enough to point someone else in the right direction. This cohort has demonstrated that value again and again. And thank you to those of you who I was lucky enough to have as group members, because you helped me learn this. And thank you, Team Millennialistas, for helping me get through this last semester. So, curiosity, resiliency, and kindness. I know everyone in this program has these qualities, otherwise you wouldn't have gotten here. But I also want to acknowledge that it's been a rough road, and it always will be. Staying curious is hard when you can't find a satisfactory satisfactory answer right away. Being resilient is hard when you've been batted down time after time. And being kind in a world that is full of cruelty is its own kind of difficult. And I think despite all of these difficulties, I'm proud to say that we have created a legacy of action in our class. And ironically, the Dear Sugar quote that I found that helped me take that first step all that long time ago is what I want to pass on to you guys. What she says is, what's important is that you make the leap. Jump high and hard with intention and heart. So I hope you take this idea of action forward with you. I hope you stay curious. This class is literally its own Google advice doc if you need it. I hope you stay resilient. The problem our generation of leaders has to solve is how to help others visualize big problems that we can't see in front of us to help mobilize the world around us. Everyone wants answers. It's our job to go out and help see the trade-offs, to be curious about new or innovative methods. That takes a strong mind and a stronger heart. And please remember that it is always worth it to speak up for what you believe in. I hope you also are kind to all, and that you share your time with others through mentorship or sponsorship. And I hope you support others in their efforts as they have supported you through this program. As we leave, my call to action is not necessarily for you to take my advice. I can't say my advice doc has made me smarter than anyone else, or that I'm going to get a book deal out of my work. But it's made me reflect. I know we can be part of seeing problems in a way our predecessors could not. We have the tools to strategize and to serve. So whether you take my advice or not, whether you jot it down in your own Google advice doc or not, congratulations, PMBA Class of 2017, and good luck.